All right, so anyway, I needed something on the back of my bike. So I bought this special deal here that I got to put together. It's all aluminum, it's very light. And basically it's going to set on the back here. It's going to hook here and it's going to hook to these things here. And it's just going to come straight out. And that's the little seat there, and I can put a basket on, which I bought. Now supposedly it comes with all the tools you need, which is this thing and these Allen wrenches. And it's got a whole bunch of different screws here. I don't want to lose any of them, so I sat them all over there. Here's the two crossbars that go to the back. These are the things that hook onto here like that, right? This thing here, this hooks right on there just like that. So we're going to put this all together and you're going to be able to see how it's done. All right, step one is I've got to put that onto this thing here. But I already have this special deal here and I need to take this off because I'm going to use that on this thing here when I get done. This is a light, see? So we'll put that over to the side. And then this here, the way it works is, the way this works is this thing slides open. You can see I just got to get it all the way open. And then we're going to put it around that and then lock it down. So now I can just go like this, almost there, a little bit farther. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. I'm twisting it. There we go, now it's locked out. So now we'll just keep that right there. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this. We got her open, right? Now we gotta come around this. I'm gonna pull this in, and then this comes down on like that. And then basically, whoops. All right, so anyway, this just kind of clips around that bar. But when I did it, I found that I tried to tighten it down and it did not tighten down the way I needed to. And then I tried to put the little pieces in there and it still didn't work. So I had to come up with an end-around solution for this. And I decided I would use some double-sided tape and then put those little rubber pieces in. So that's what we're going to do next. All right, so anyway, I've got this tape. And I know that this will work great in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just slide it in, smush it down just like that, and cut it. That's on that side. Now I just got to do one on the other side. Same thing. Just going to take it, just going to put it right in there. Like that. I'm going to cut it here. I don't really care that much about the cosmetics. I can even bring it around. So now I've got this in there. And if I pull off the one side, I can tape those other two pieces right there. So I'm going to grab my other two pieces. All right. So I got these two. And let's go ahead and let's pull that tape. This is double-sided tape. Pull it off. Now I'm just going to squish that in there, just like this, just like that. Same thing on this side. It's double-sided tape. So I just gotta get it off of there. There we go. And then I'm going to take this, push it right in there. Now, that's going to be perfect, and we can put it on there. We'll have more than enough, I believe. Let's go do it now. Okay, so anyway, I got the double-sided tape on there. I got a little bit extra here. And so now, just going to bring this back. I'm going to come around on this side of it. I'm going to bring this over, and I got to pull my little thing up. Bring this over, and then get her on there. Now we just got to tighten it down. Now I should have more than enough to get it tight. Because the tape and those rubber things should work great. So this is how you get it, kind of tighten it, right? And then when you get it to where you want it, you're just going to bend this over this way. Now, that should do it. So now that's on there, good. Give you a closer look. So you can see, yeah, this will be a little sticky, but that's okay. And that's on there. This is out of the way so it doesn't hit me in the leg. Now it's set on there pretty good. You can see it on that side. But that looks good. I think we did a good job in that. Now we got to hook our things on there. That's our next step. You have to, you got to slide this in. So I got to loosen this, and then this will slide in there, and then you can adjust it to the height based on your back crossbar. So, and then this is going to go onto here, and this is going to go here. All right, so let's go ahead and try to do that. We're going to go like that, and this is going to go on there. But we can put it back here. I think I'm going to put it in the back one. So we got to figure out our length. Make sure you can see it. All right, so we got to figure out how far we want to go. We put the support on the back, and we've got to be right about like that, right? That's going to be pretty much it. And you want these out because you got to tighten them. And so that one would go right about there. So let's go ahead and lock that down so we know our lap depth. Now the next thing we've got to do is we're going to get our screw and a washer, and we're going to put it right through here. And then I guess we're just going to tighten her down like that. So there's the one. Get a closer look on it. So what I did was put the little screw back here, the nut. You see the nut? There's the nut. I got the washer, and then I got the head of it over here. And then we can turn it in like this. Tighten her down. Just for now, we'll just make it kind of loose, because then we'll tighten it afterwards. Now we've got to get this onto here. So that's the key thing. So this is going to go right there, just like that. And we just have to loosen up one side, one bolt side, to do that. So let's do that now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loosen this side. I'm going to go ahead and pull that off of there, just like that. These are all loose, so. And now we can pull this out. Then we can take this and we can slide it over so that we get it on there kind of good. Then all we got to do is put this back in there and put our bolt back on. Goes on the back. Just twist it. You want the flange area going towards the metal. And then this one we got to twist it too. You want equal pressure on them. And you want the screws in because you don't want to hit them with your legs. So you want the heads here. And that's going to be pretty close to where we want it. This one here we got to tighten. Let me show you what I'm doing. So see here, here's the screws and the bolts. And you want to make sure they're not so long that they hit your your spokes. That would not be good. But I'm not tightening it all the way down. I'm just getting it just barely tight, and then we'll use the other tools. But this is pretty much it. This is the setup. So now once this is all tight, this will be your support, and then you're hooked up here, and now we got to do the other one on the other side. So that's pretty much it right there. So to do the other side, we got to loosen this one up first, right? And then we're going to go ahead and just slide this in. And then we can kind of measure it off the other one, you know? We can get it like about the same distance. You see, you follow me? Right there. There we go. And then we can go ahead and maybe tighten that down a little bit. And now we're ready to go ahead and hook it on the other side. So we got to grab a bolt. First, we're going to get it up top. We're going to go up top here. I'm going to go ahead and, yep, I want it just like this. Make sure you can see. And I'm going to go ahead and push this through here. I think maybe I need the washer on this side. Let's see, that's a better way. And then I'm going to just go behind here, and I'm just going to get the screw on there, screw into the nut, and I'm just kind of basically screwing that nut on. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. You can see it's getting tighter, and there's a little grip area that's on that little flange, and then we'll use the tools in a minute. So let's go ahead and get that on there. We don't want to get it super tight. We just want to get it so it doesn't fall off. So that looks pretty good there. Now we got to take this and we got to get it on here so that it fits. And that means we got to loosen up this one side right here. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this off of there. I already got it almost all the way off. I'm going to take that out of there. I'll slip this over. And then I want it to get it so it's kind of like pretty straight here, just like that. I'll put this back through there. You see what I'm doing? And then from behind, I'm going to take and put the screw on. I mean the bolt. I'm going to put it right there. Notice which side I've got towards the metal. And then I'm just going to kind of screw it a little bit. Get it to go on. It's sliding right in there. And then I'm just going to tighten this side a little bit too. Tighten this a little bit. Oh, to tighten it, I just put my finger on the nut and hold it. I got a tool over there, I'll show you in a minute. So just getting it tighter. A little bit tighter. And there she is. There we go. And then these you can tighten them up a little bit too if you want. But I think that's pretty good. And now all we got to do is just get her tightened. Just tighten her down. And I think we're looking good. All right, so anyway, just so you can get a view of it, you can see they're in there, tightened. You got your one thing here we have to tighten, and then we got to tighten these. Tighten this side, tighten that side. Now they give you this, and they give you this. So this way you can go ahead and you can screw these things down, get them tighter. But and then also you got these, and these you can put over here like that, and then that way you can drape something over that. But I'm going to put this big basket on there, I think. So I could have moved this over to this one. You know, it's your choice. Let's see what it says on here. Actually, it says to put it on the first one. Right, also, you can move this forward or back. And I got it pretty much, I think I got it where I need it. And then I can just tighten it from here. Just tighten it like that. Tighten her there. These are all pretty tight. I'd have to loosen them to move this. So that's in there. So this isn't moving. This is going to stay where it's at. But I kind of like the way I got it set up now. I think that'll work. I mean, I could come up here and do it to there, but then these might hit the wheel. I don't like that. So let's go ahead and try them, tighten them down. So anyway, they give you this, and that tightens it right down. And I gotta get on this side to do this one. See if you can see it a little bit better. There we go. Oh, now you can see what I'm doing. So I put this on here, and I just get this in there, and basically twist her down. So it comes with all the tools you need to tighten it. But this is not totally, you know, I may need to put these things on there. I think I'm going to need to put these on there. So I'm going to have to loosen everything up, put them on. So let's just do that right now. And I think I can just, I don't have to loosen it too much. This one here I got to loosen. Lefty, loosey. All right, so we got that. So I think I can just take it like this and slide this right down in there. Just like that. I got to get a little bit looser, and it'll go in there. Come on, get in there, get in there. So this is trial and error for me, because I always fail to read the instructions. Right now I've got that, and I think I'm going to put it right about there. Now I'm going to tighten it. So now I got to get my screw, my thing here. There we go. And tighten her down. So that little pad holds it in there. You're going to need that. Oh yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it totally getting on it. All right, let's get this one here. Oh, I got a big gap on it. That rubber helped. And this will keep it from moving. I do believe. Sometimes it's good to read the directions. I hate reading directions, but right, that's in there. Right, that baby is not moving. And now I want to make sure I've got this at the right spot. So we'll loosen it up first. Make sure it's nice and straight. And that's going to hold good. Then all we got to do is get on it, tighten her down. All right, so that one is ready. That one's good. We did one side, now let's do the other. Remember, we got to put that rubber thing in there. So, I've got to loosen this a little bit. And I didn't tighten this down, which is good. And I should be able to slip it in there. So let's grab it. So what I want to do is I'm going to bring it around, open this up. Looks like I need to loosen it up just a little bit more. Okay, now it's pretty loose. Let me get you in here so you can see it. Okay, good. I think you can see that. So now what I've got to do is come around here with this. I'm going to slide it in there. Get it in there. By pushing that open. Doesn't want to go in, does it? Need more play. That should be more than enough play. All right, let's see what we got now. Okay, look, that looks good. All right, so we want to have it pretty even with the other side. So I'm trying to match it. Right about there, I think. Let me get a look here. Look, see. I think that's pretty close. So let's go and just hand twist them first. Then we'll get the this baby on it. Okay, you want to do one side and then the other. Okay, now I got to get my little wrencher here. So the wrench has got to go on the back, and then I can just go ahead and tighten it. See if you can see what I'm doing from here. You see how it gets tighter. Wrench on the back. Tighten her down. And this we're going to get good and tight because we don't want it coming off. And let's do this side again. Get on there. There we go. And tighten it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now this we want to tighten. Get the wrench on it. Whoops, wrong side. That side there. And here we go. Now we got that nice and tight. Now this, we want to make sure we have it straight. So we're going to get it right there. And, all right, so here we're going to get this straight. Get that nice and even. And then we're just going to tighten her down. I think I'm going to use it like this. Get in there. Pull her up. Right, that feels pretty darn. This one's not tight enough. That's not tightening up, is it? All right, so I got to get in here. And I got to get this thing on there tight. I'm gonna have to use the wrench. Not the best of tools. All right, let's use them both at the same time. That's good. That one seems okay. So there's two of these Allen wrenches. This one's for up top here. You want to make sure you get it tight. And this has got two sides to it. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. All right, so anyway, I've got to get in here, get on that one, and then we're going to go ahead and turn this and tighten it. And that's got to get nice and tight. So anyway, I got to get this little one on there. I got to get this thing tight. We're going to tighten that baby down. I got the wrench on it. And I think we're doing pretty good. It's nice and tight. Let's check out the other one on the other side. So we got to do this one too. You're going to get the smaller side of it. And then we're going to get on here. Yep, that needs to be tightened too. Tighten that baby down. Bam. All right, I think we're good. Let's take a look at our work. So we've got the connectors here. These go down and hook on here. These are tight, these are tight, this is tight, and these are tight. Nice and tight on here, nice and tight on here, and tight up there. And I think that we did a pretty good job on it. Let's take a look. Let's step back from our work and just kind of suck it in, enjoy it, and drink it in and enjoy it. Yep, that looks good. Now, I don't know how much weight you can put on this, but we'll find out. Now, the cool thing about this is if I loosen this and loosen this and loosen these, I can slide it back or forward. But I think I got it right where I want it. So it also has this little reflector that you can put right back here, just like that. I think, okay, it's good. It goes this way. Once you push it on there, I guess it's stuck on there. So now we got a little reflector right there, which is kind of nice. And I could still put this light on here if I want. I could still put it right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this light back on there. I'm going to put it over here. The way you do it, it's got a little hook on it. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll turn it this way so you can see. And I just kind of push it in there like that. Whoops. See this little hook here? I just got to get this around it. So I'm going to pull this through, give it a good smush, and there we go. My little light's still on there. So I got a double light. All right, that's that. We did it. We got our little pack holder seat on there. Now I got to open this up and take a look and see what I got here, but I think I got a basket. All right, anyway, so I decided to move these to the middle because I'm going to go ahead and put these on. And the way they work is you put the bolts in them just like that. I'm going to stick this one in here, and you got to kind of squeeze it a little bit, and it gets right on there, and it gives it good pressure. And then we got to take our nuts and put them behind here. Put them on there. Let you get a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. Maybe right here. Maybe here. So anyway, just getting the nut on. These are a little bit smaller. We get them on both sides. And this you can put like saddlebags on here. That's what this is for. It leans right against that. Okay, we got the one on. And again, they have two different, these are smaller nuts, so you got to use the smaller end. And you just get her to tighten down. Bam. Same thing on this one. Just get her tightened down. Got to get it on the nut though. And then, oh, this one's a little bit looser. Get her tightened down. So now I can put saddlebags on there. I've got one more to do on the other side. So I'll come over here. You can watch me do it. Again, I didn't bore you with switching this because you saw how I put it on here. I just did the same thing here. I just moved it. So no big deal. All right, so these, what I do is I put the bolts through them, the bolt things through them first. I don't know if you can see it. The bolts through there first, right? Then what I do is I push it through here, and then I push it through there, and there's a little bit of pressure on it because these are not exactly perfect. And then I just got to get my nuts. My nuts, get it? All right, I got them. Got my nuts. Then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get my nut in there. Get her started. Remember, this side faces. See those little edges on there? That's what tightens it down. So anyway, get her on there. There's one nut. And there's two nuts. All right, same thing from the other side. Is I'm going to get my short side on the bolt, or the nut, I mean, and then get this Allen in there. Just crank it down. Cranking it down, nice and tight. Same thing on this side. Cranking it down, nice and tight. All right, maybe a little tighter. Let's check this one. Make sure it's in there. Good. These are all good. All right, I think we're good. Now let's look at our work. Now let's step back and really drink it in. Okay, now we got saddlebags on there, so we can put saddlebags over it if we want. We got our little flashing light. I put my other light on. We're hooked in here nice and tight. And now all we got to do is get our basket on there and we're ready to go.